of all the things I've watched, Groundhog Day, Star Trek, because they do it in Star Trek too.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, the person this always gets like I believe the term is deja vu
Mm-hmm.
type of feeling. So I feel like me being such a self-aware guy.
Okay.
I'm just coming up with anything I can come out with. Self-awareness is how I'm gonna get through it.
So hit us with the second question there, MVP.
Okay, so this one I think is going to be kind of fun because it's interesting. It's interesting. So the question is, would you rather relive the same day for a whole year? That's 365 days, right?
Yep.
Whole year. Or lose a year of your life.
That is an interesting one. Now the question is, I always I need some clarification before I answer. But the question is that year 2020? Because that makes clear. This is an easy answer for me if that's the case. But now go ahead.
So if the year was 2020, just go ahead and just throw that joint.
Yeah,
in the
no,
trash. Like,
I don't.
bowling, like
good.
throw that thing in the trash. But let's say to make it tough, to make it a tough like question. It's a good year, but it's a good day.
That's a tough one, man. I personally feel like repeating the same day after watching Groundhog Day is infuriating, and I don't know if I could do that. Because there's a couple of things too. Do you know that you're gonna repeat the day every day? Okay. And at a certain point, do you can you make decisions based on what you did yesterday? Do you remember what happened yesterday? Or are you just repeating the same day mindlessly? There's so many questions I would want to answer, but if somebody had to put a gun to my head and say, you answer this right now, I would literally probably just say lose a year. Because it just, repeating the same day feels like you're losing a year anyway.
So the first thing that came to mind was what if they pointed that gun to you every day, that same day over and over again? But you said lose a year, so I can't say that to you in particular.
Yeah.
But I would first I'm gonna answer the question and then we can dive a little bit into the scenarios. Mm-hmm. So I would say I would relive the same day every day.
Really?
Here's why I say it.
Okay.
Because of all the things I've watched, Groundhog Day, Star Trek, because they do it in Star Trek too. Mm-hmm. The person this always gets I believe the term is deja vu type of feeling. So I feel like me being such a self-aware guy.
Okay.
I'm just coming up with anything I can come out with. Self-awareness is how I'm gonna get through it, right? So I'm going to eventually after living that day, and I'm going to sense all right, I need to do something different here. I'm living something's happening over and over again, and in my mind, I'm going to be able to. Well, especially if it's a good day too. But if it's a good day, it's I probably don't have to do anything. I could just keep reliving it, right? It's a good day. But if you don't know that you're reliving it, I don't think you can get bored either, because you don't know.
Well, that's the thing. If it's a good day, for example, rainy days don't suck as much if there's no sunny day. If it rained every day, then your rain is your norm. That is your baseline. And then that doesn't really suck anymore that much, right?
Right.
The way I think about it. You just don't, it doesn't suck anymore. I feel like if you're going to say that, well, you'll try to make or build on what you said the day before, it really determined on the fact that you know what's happening. That somehow it doesn't happen where, like, you go to sleep and you wake up and it's the exact same day. Nothing, no history past. No, you're literally in a loop. Because that once you go down that road, it gets kind of weird, man. It's like, what do you do?
I would love to, like, be in a scenario where I kind of, like, happen to remember everything people say. Because then I would just be fucking with people all day.
Yeah, that would be kind of fun. But
I would be like, yeah, you know what I mean? That would be kind of fun.
Yeah, that's one positive light to it. But, like, if you don't remember and nobody else remembers, and you're just living the same day over and over again.
But losing a life, like a year of existence, to willingly be like, here, take that. Well, I mean, people do it every day, drinking and smoking.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
I don't know. I look at it like, we don't. It depends on how you look at it. Are you losing this year now, or are you using a year at the end of your life? Because if it's a year at the end of your life, I'm gonna be like, I'll take the day. But if it's like I'm just losing this year right now, I don't know. But as we did with the last segment, we also got opinions of a bunch of other people. So let's hear it. We're gonna run it right now.
If that day was full of complete bliss, yeah, I'll take that day for 365.
My first inclination would be to say reliving a day, because I would probably just pick, like, the best day ever, like winning the lottery, and just, like, win the lottery over and over. But even that would get old, so I guess I'll have to say losing a year. I've already lost 1 year due to 2020, so what's one more?
I'd rather lose a whole year. Fuck it, make it like 2 years. I don't give a shit. Wake me up in goddamn 2023.
So I see that as being a question that is one and the same, because if you really think about it, to relive the same day over and over and over again for a year is the same as losing an entire year of your life. Unless for some reason that day were to be some really productive day where you accomplish something that has been so mind-blowing that it's going to be able to affect you in years to come. So with that being said, I'd rather just lose an entire year of my life than to sit there Groundhog Day style, just reliving the same day over and over and over again. That actually sounds like something that would lead to me putting a gun to my head. But then again, I couldn't even do that because I'm reliving the same day. So yeah, I'll just lose the entire year up front.
This is a good one. Would I rather relive the same day over and over for 365 days, or lose 365 days worth of life? I'm gonna go with relive the same day every day, because how I see it, I can make every day very different. I can literally have 365 very unique days, although they're the same day. I can make it different. I can add something different to it. I can do something different with the day. At least that's how I think. I don't want to lose life.
It depends on what day I would be repeating, but I would probably say I'd rather repeat the same day of my life rather than lose a whole year.
Hands down, I'd rather lose a year of my life. It doesn't make sense to live the same day over and over again for a year. You're wasting a year of your life regardless either way. It would just be really, really boring, and I feel like you'd lose your mind reliving the same day over and over again. Even if it was the best day of your life, you would get bored with that.
It's a trick question.
That's a lot. I'm like, I don't know.
Trick question. You lose a year, and if you relive that same day for a year, you basically losing.
That's very true.
Mm-hmm.
That's very true.
So you might as well just lose a year.
I mean, who wants to relive the
instead of go crazy and have a Groundhog's Day.
Girl. But then I'd be doing so many things. I'd be doing everything. I mean, reliving. You can do different things, right? I don't know. It'd be the worst day of your life.
That is very true.
So yeah,
what if it picks a bad day?
Just take the year, right?
What? I definitely don't want to relive the same day because I feel like it takes the whole purpose out of life, right? We're here to experience stuff. If we're just experiencing the same thing, is that really life?
Okay, from what I saw watching Groundhog Day, it looks like hell to relive the same day over and over again. And you also kind of waste a year anyways, because you can only learn so much from the exact same day over and over and over again, and then you're just torturing yourself. So without much additional context, I would just have to say losing a year of my life. Hopefully it's not a fun one.
Wow, yeah. So it's crazy because it's definitely a quite a few different like perspectives. Like no one actually like I can't say that everyone feels the same way. You know what I'm saying? And even with us, like there's our conversations that we're having about it. Like I can't really put a pin in and say this is what it is. But I definitely think you guys should follow us at Jux Show and leave some comments or your perspective on this particular question, because it's so up in the air that we're definitely curious, right? Like of what y'all think, and definitely visit We and Now. I don't know why.
Shameless plug.
and go there and leave some likes or tell your friends. But anyway, we're gonna move on